today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all the bull sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to enjoy a stream? Sometimes you want to watch something that is truly great, and the commentary's first rate. You want to be where you can cheer when you learn a character's fate. You want to watch something that's truly great. You want to hear Brain Amoeba and Coldfrost saying something esoteric and yet cognate. You want to watch something that's truly great. And oh god, something got stuck in my throat. And
right
well, no, not really. And welcome everybody to Coldfrost commentary. I am, of course, the one, the only person that forgot to put his phone on silent again before the stream starts. Coldfrost, and once again, my co-host is Brain Amoeba.
We're running a freaking amateur hour here.
It is how it is. Hey, what is? Why are you confused by the brain sequel?
I didn't know they made a sequel to the Grinch.
They did. They did. Really?
Yeah. How the Grinch Lost Christmas.
You gotta be shitting me.
No, I saw in the store yesterday when I was shopping for gifts for my niece.
Is it like an animated, or what's going on there?
You know, it's a book.
It's a book.
Uh-huh.
So this is written by Dr. Seuss?
No, it's written by somebody else under the auspices of the Seuss Authority.
Well, we can't trust them. We can't trust the Seuss Authority because they aren't trustworthy. Have you seen them? Look at them. Weird. Obsessed with cats with weird hats. I'll have none of it.
I mean, the hats aren't weird. Everybody likes a nice top hat.
Yeah, no, it's people that like cats who wear nice hats. That's when you start going, I don't trust you. Especially when they talk about it too much.
Once you put, I don't think you talk about a lot of things, but I don't think you ever talked about his hat.
No, it's when other people talk about cats and hats a lot. That's
that's what you can't handle.
Mm-hmm. People can talk about a cat and a hat, but when they keep going on and on about it, it's
you just can't be obsessive about it.
Yeah, sometimes it comes back, but not often. Anyway, I did not know they made a sequel, and I think my brother was talking about Thanksgiving that they're gonna make a sequel to the Grinch movie.
I don't know anything about that. The Illumination one?
Jim Carrey is gonna be reprise his role as the Grinch again.
Really?
I could be just making shit completely out of whole cloth, but that's what maybe he said potentially. This is why I'm a great newscaster. I could be completely bullshitting you, Barb, but that's what I heard.
There were rumors around that time, but they were debunked in various sources, and his representatives said there were no truth to those claims.
That's how you know it's true, then. Because they denied it. If you deny it, then you know it's... if they deny it, then you know they're lying, and it's true. That's how science works.
But yeah, no. So
anyway, welcome, of course, to Coldfrost commentary. I am, of course, Coldfrost, and this is Brain Amoeba, and we are doing life, and this is Frasier Friday.
That's right. Oh wow, I did not know what the name of this episode was. Wow, what a fortuitous headline!
Fortuitous, yeah, I know, right? I was waiting for you to comment on that. All right, so yes, today's episode, season 3, episode 9. We're making it through. We're almost halfway through Frasier, which is very sad.
I don't know. It depends on how far the league gets ahead of us.
It's almost halfway.
They've
they've
chucked an additional 10.
Not counting the new episodes, like 11 seasons, 22 episodes apiece. So yeah, we're getting close to halfway.
So every 2 seasons of the reboot equals 1 season. So they've added half a season.
Yeah. Well, a little less than half.
Rough.
I mean, if you're measuring by volume, then I guess
once we account for inflation of sitcoms.
If you're measuring by weight, it's not half, but you're measuring by volume, it's close enough. It's half.
Once we count inflation.
That's true. That's true. Wouldn't that make the new episodes worth less than the original episodes? Wouldn't it make the
Yeah,
original
you
episodes
yeah
worth more?
you
More episodes?
you would have to use about an episode and a fourth to buy something that you could buy with an original episode of Frasier.
Oh, it's
The
confusing.
The Frasier reboot will not spend as far.
And they're giving us less of it. It's really weird. Are they trying to reduce the Frasier supply? The yearly
Yeah,
Frasier
so they're
supply?
trying to counteract the inflation with scarcity. It's a
Ah.
complex scheme.
It's so stupid.
There's only so much sitcom money to go around, so we have to go.
Where else are they spending sitcom money, Brandon?
Go to the Fed, and he asks, like, so I need you to raise interest rates on sitcoms, and he says, "Who are you? Get out of here! I don't do that here."
Where are these other sitcoms that you speak of? Where I believe we are bereft of
I mean,
sitcoms. There is a dearth of them right now.
the inflation got him. That's why we only have Frasier. It's all that we could afford.
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right,
we couldn't even afford a whole season.
Yeah, only 10 episodes. I guess they didn't feel
inflation's
like
hitting
Alan
hard.
could hold up the show as much as he has.
Yeah, inflation's hitting hard.
Alan, the tentpole of Frasier. When are we getting the Alan spinoff? They don't do spinoffs anymore. When's the last time you've seen a spinoff?
What was the last spinoff?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a question worth knowing.
Yeah, like I honestly can't think of, like, off the top of my head, like, the last spinoff. Yeah, no, I can't.
That's company spinoffs.
Yeah, that's not
stock spinoffs.
Yeah, they're not gonna show you, like, TV show spinoffs, unfortunately.
Off the top of my head, I can only think of the Continental spinning off John Wick.
That's true. That's true. There you go. That's something you can hang your hat on, because you still wear a hat like a weirdo.
Okay, I do have a list on Wikipedia, so let me plug in 2023.
Okay.
I don't count that's just the animes coming back. That's nope. Aspirants 2021, Indian Hindi language coming of age web series spun off into Sandi Bahaya this year.
Okay. When's the last American spinoff? Because that's the only thing that matters. We're Americans.
That's a British French crime series.
Yeah, I didn't hear the magical words American.
And it's Goosebumps, counting the reboot as a spinoff, which I would not.
Now that's what? No, that's a reboot. That's totally different. Who is editing these Wikipedia articles? They're incorrect.
That's a Spanish crime show.
Did not have the words I'm looking for.
Ending.
No.
Ending.
Yeah, you can't get one, can you?
That's a Bangladeshi crime thriller web series.
What's with all these, like, crime web series in, like, India / Bangladesh?
This doesn't even have a Wikipedia article. It's red. It's Ultraman though, so it's here we go. Welcome to Pooh Corner. Spun off into Playdate with Winnie the Pooh this year. I'm at the very end of the list.
Wow. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, no. Yeah, looking through this list, there's no more spinoffs. We don't do that anymore.
It's like, well, we have this new idea, okay, but what current popular franchise can we slap on there to bring eyes over to that? We don't do that anymore. Now it's just I guess is a new Marvel show a spinoff of other Marvel? Is that would you count that, or is that me, like, stretching the premise?
I don't know, because I mean it's like a new property under, like, an umbrella. I don't think I would count that.
Yeah, because it's not really the same. It's not like into, like, the old comics, so, like, you have Spider-Man and then the Punisher's in a comic, and then it gets its own little thing.
Yeah, I could see where you'd make the argument that those could count as spin-offs, but in like my gut, I wouldn't count it.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the things like you may fit the legal definition, but
Yeah,
I feel like you're adhering to the letter and not the spirit
yeah.
of it.
Like my gut, I would not count those
Okay.
as spin-offs because I would count them as distinct properties, like underneath a larger property.
So Loki is not a spinoff of the awful Thor movies.
I would not consider it. I would consider it its own separate property under like the Marvel umbrella.
They
I don't
never
know. I
made
guess no. I guess I've never thought about that, but yeah, like in my gut, I don't feel like spin-off is the correct word for that.
Yeah. I well, what about Punisher spinning off of Daredevil? Do you think we qualify that as a spinoff?
I mean, that's
Because
iffy
that
because he was like in the show.
yeah, he was in the show in Daredevil, and then he got his own show. So
All
what do you
right,
think about
so
that?
it is apparently counted as a spin-off series, so I guess it's counted.
Yeah, but didn't you say some they were kind of reboots of spinoffs too?
No,
So
I no, that's from a different list. On that
oh,
list, I don't think Loki was on there. Yeah, Loki is not on this list.
so okay. It happens rarely, but it happens.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I guess TV is more original now. Who knew?
is it really more original now?
They're not spinning off. We have to give them credit there. We found like one legitimate spinoff. It was a Winnie the
Ah,
Pooh. I wouldn't even count
Is
that as a spinoff. It's
is that necessarily a good thing? Or is the cinema is the United Universe the new lazy spinoff? Is that the new medium for lazy spinoffs?
I would say yes, the cinematic universe. Because how many died terribly? Let's all sit back
Let's
and
all remember.
remember
Well,
the
we got
Dark
Dark
Universe.
Universe, which could have been, dude.
Just
I think I've said my mummy rant several times.
just strike Mummy out. Start with Invisible Man because that Invisible Man slapped.
Well, not even that. I actually really loved uh Dracula: Story Untold. I found that enjoyable. I've rewatched it recently actually because I
Never
find it
saw it.
enjoyable.
Never saw it.
It's well, first off, I love the heroic, and I will die on this hill. The heroic story of Vlad the Impaler. The man was a hero and did nothing wrong. The Ottomans deserved everything that was happening to him. Um, and what was great about it in the story is it showed Vlad as a hero, which I liked, and his slow descent into becoming a vampire, what turned him into it. And not only that, the person that turned him into a vampire, who was an older vampire, and it was Charles Dance. So that was even
Oh.
more fun because you had that that vibrato coming through when he was talking. It's like Charles Dance, Jeremy Irons. Like when you hear why can't I think of his name? No, stop it. Um, James Earl Jones. Like there are certain people when you hear their voice, it's like that's that person. Charles Dance is one of those guys where you hear Charles Dance, like that's Charles Dance. So I think I do have an affection for Jeremy Irons. He was everyone's favorite villains as a child.
He was good in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
He's the best part of the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and I think I watched the movie as a kid because my dad was like, "Oh, I remember playing Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid. Let's watch this," and he was very disappointed in it.
Yeah, mistakes were made. Yeah.
The plot I think was nonsensical because wasn't like the evil wizard who was Jeremy Irons was trying to find trying to control the kingdom, and they were
He was
looking for a red dragon scepter to stop him or something like that.
no, so he was trying to get some the people in the kingdom, the royal family had an object that could control dragons, and he was trying to say the princess is just a child; she shouldn't control dragons. So he was maneuvering to get the object, and I think he wound up just like stealing it at the end, and then he controlled the dragons. If I recall that movie correctly,
I
which I probably don't.
yeah, it's like I barely recall some. Weirdly, I can't think of any good off the top of my head I like dragons in books. I love dragons in books, but movies, I've never seen dragons portrayed particularly well in movies.
Dragons aren't really like something they really go for. And
How so? What do you mean?
I don't know, or maybe in more live action. Maybe as we get further and further into maybe they were all scared off by that awful Sean Connery dragon movie
What Sean Connery dragon movie?
where he plays a dragon. It's one of those famous things where he turned down a way more famous role to do something stupid.
Yeah, what movie are you talking about though?
Oh, Dragonheart. He was in Dragonheart.
I did not like that movie. I think I did. I liked the movie as a kid, or it might have been a different dragon movie, but I like tried to rewatch it, and I was like, I don't like this movie. The maybe it was Dragonheart. I don't know. The Aragon movie was awful. Dragonheart was awful. To my recollection, the Dragons movie was not great. The Jeremy Irons one, outside of Jeremy Irons, of course. Reign of Fire, I wasn't a big fan of. I love the Hobbit book, but the movie's not great. Like I honestly can't think of a off the top of my head where dragons are involved. Well, I like so far A Song of Ice and Fire, but dragons aren't really characters in that. They're set pieces. Like I've not seen a very well portrayed dragon as a character. Maybe that's what's missing. Maybe there's something to it. Anyway, yeah, today's episode of Frasier is, of course, Frasier Grinch. Brain Amoeba, what do you think this means?
Well, in a twist, I believe. Do we know yet that Lilith and Freddy are Jewish, or do I know? Do I know that out of character?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. Frasier's gonna steal Hanukkah.
If it's not been in, well, I'll say it's been in Frasier. If it hasn't been in Frasier, then it was definitely in Cheers.
Okay. So,
but you can guess from the name what good Christian would name their daughter Lilith.
Frasier's gonna steal Hanukkah.
He's gonna steal Hanukkah. I tried to convince my mother to get all of us Mickey Mouse Hanukkah plushies.
What was the reason for the no?
It was it was just brushed aside like a joke. I was like, but that wasn't a joke.
Yeah, but I was serious, Mom. I was serious.
Perfect Christmas presents for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, are you ready to get going?
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Ooh. It's a ghost.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't you see him? I see him all the time.
Past, present, or future?
It's just this guy I knew named Marley keeps constantly yelling at me. But I don't listen to him, therefore nothing's happening.
They give you chains in hell, Scrooge. Chains.
He keeps trying to tell me that, but every time I see him, I close the door in his face.
Cappuccino, please.
Push it off. Push it off.
When does Frederick arrive? In 6 hours and 21 minutes. Not that I'm the least bit excited.
Why are poinsettias attached to Christmas?
I imagine he has vision.
I don't know.
Is it just the red color?
Maybe. That sounds just lazy enough to be correct.
Well, I've got my own reason to celebrate. Maris and I may be together again by the new year.
Oh, really, Niles?
Yes. I called this morning to arrange.
How did poinsettias become related to Christmas?
The only gift she'd accept.
17th century, when Franciscan monks in the town of Taxo de Alarcon first used the shrub in nativity processions.
In her voice came through loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
No small feat, considering she was speaking at the time.
Why do they do that in the nativity procession?
Let's see here.
Double espresso, please.
But why though?
This last minute Christmas shopping.
It was also around that point in history that the legend of Pepita and the flowers of the Holy Night began. According to this legend, Pepita left her village to visit the nativity scene at the chapel. She couldn't afford a gift for baby Jesus, so she picked some weeds and took them. When she presented the bouquet of weeds to Jesus, they turned into stunning red flowers.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I had no
I like
idea.
that.
I can't believe no one told me. This is such a surprise.
That's enough.
And that's why.
that's why. Okay, that makes sense.
Fooling anyone.
I'm sorry, sir. Your card didn't clear. I have to do this.
Wait, what are you doing?
Do you have to?
Do you?
Said credit canceled by order of co-signatory.
Maris has canceled your credit card.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, Merry Christmas.
That's way more info than I get whenever my card is declined. It says tender cannot be processed.
Calling her
This
right
is
now
back
is
in the
a
day.
massive
They
restoration of my
when
credit
you
card.
did that
Yeah.
on the paper copies,
And my phone
the
service.
paper would write
Yeah.
why it was declined as you swiped over it. It's a technology we lost in the transfer.
Yeah.
No, Bob, statistics prove that we're
Like all that
safer
Roman
in the air than on the
architecture, we have
ground.
lost that
that's
credit
not it.
card
I'm
architecture.
supposed to be flying home to Newark for Christmas, but the next gate over has a flight to Maui. I'm telling you, it's calling me, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Why are you hesitant to go home?
Because
I have
it's
this
the same
ticket
thing
from this
every
one
year.
place, but
I travel
I want to go to this other
40,000
place
miles,
instead.
sit
Well,
down at the dinner
Yeah.
table
too
with
bad.
my family, and what do we talk about? What's going on in our lives? No. Our hopes and dreams? No. We talk about the turkey. Boy, that's quite a bird.
Really?
Pounder. What time did you have to get up to put that in the oven, Ange?
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Moist. He must have been basting that bird all day.
Are those walnuts in the stuffing?
Oh God, I forgot to put the rolls in the oven.
yeah. Is this how? Is this what your family does?
Bob, is that we're all
No.
the same
Yeah.
gravy boat.
There's a lot of
Did you see the
there was a lot of farm talk at my family get-togethers.
Feel if you woke up
I can
tomorrow morning
imagine.
6,000 miles away from your home.
Little less now, but it's still a major theme.
I got a plane to catch.
Melikaliki maka, Bob.
I can't.
We'll be right back.
I don't know. We just normally talk about whatever we talk about when we see each other all the time, though. My family, so
Relax, Frederick's flight is still on
I'm
time.
not
We'll be here in
estranged.
3 hours. Oh, and the florist called and you can pick up your wreath on your way home.
Though I do get I
Your dad puts
I
that
do
kitchen creature with the red and white
understand
gold nose
the
on the door.
want to just
Hey, great
not be around family.
That's whatever
It is
thing to me.
taxing.
I hired a stripper. Doc, you will never guess what her name is. Candy Cane.
Oh wow, what are the odds?
What are
Given
the odds?
Christian name, obviously.
Oh, wow, that's
For those of you who have not yet sampled the punch, here is my capsule review.
I need to do a
It's
Christmas
fine.
punch this year.
Unwholesome color, ghastly taste, and a kick that is simply heaven.
Have you? Oh, you don't drink, but I have made a killer,
You know what's over my head?
overly
Any clever
complicated but
remarks?
gorgeously overcomplicated punch.
What you mean by that?
I want to say it's like
Oh, listen, Ross. I know
11
you've got a plane to
ingredients?
catch and the traffic to the airport
Wow.
is very bad. So
Yeah.
in the spirit of the
very.
Christmas season,
You do not
why don't
taste
you
the
just take
alcohol.
over?
The way
You're going to
I've
read
mixed
one of
all
your
the different
inspirational
rums
Christmas fables
and
again,
everything. It's
aren't you?
very
Yes,
strong.
I
I
am.
think it's like 20%
A lot
alcohol,
easier without you sitting over there sticking your
20%
finger in your
ABV. But
Merry Christmas.
the way I've mixed
Say hi,
everything,
Frederick.
Yes, and say hi
all
to
the flavors mix and accentuate
Hi, we're
exactly
back.
what I
As
wanted to in
most of my
each
faithful
individual
listeners
drink,
know,
and it comes together and make this
every year I
amazingly
compose a
unique drink.
parable that I hope
That's
will illuminate
delicious.
the
That
spirit of the
people
Christmas season.
have problems with controlling how much they should drink.
So without any
I'm
further
sorry. I'm like
ado,
one of the few people that knows
I
how.
give you
Well, no, my brothers also
the
know how to
story
control
of
themselves.
Olaf, the lonely little goat herd.
It's got a soundboard.
Once
Sound
upon a
box.
time,
Yeah, for the goat
long
herd.
ago, there lived
It's a
lonely
party.
Little goat herd. He had no family and no playthings.
Yeah, they are.
So to amuse himself one day, he
There
There
are
we
carved
go.
shenanigans happening.
a wooden flute. A flute that he used to play during the long, lonely evening. And the
Yeah.
tune he made was very lovely, and all the people
Yeah,
who
gotta get him while he's doing the read.
You're such
It was all
assholes.
very amusing, but nothing you can do is going to distract me.
They lit him up.
One day, the son of a wealthy merchant heard the music, and while that boy had all the toys in the world, he was jealous of this
Oh,
little
wow.
bird's flute. So one dark night, windy
He's
night,
quick.
the merchant's son stole his precious instrument. But when he took that flute home, he couldn't make it play. So he
Couldn't
smashed
make it
the flute
play.
to bits.
Oh wow, we're just
Goat herd came
gonna keep
down the
on.
mountain the next
It's a
morning.
lady Santa with a beard.
Was broken.
It's stripper Santa.
Oh,
The best kind of her
He
Christmas
might
gift to
have said
unwrap.
that, but instead he forgave the merchant's son.
Tear away beer. And the glasses come off.
To the little
Oh, yeah.
bird, and
It's all part of the show.
he said, upon meeting the merchant's wife, and somewhere along the way, he learned
I'm gonna have to skip
the
to the
true
end.
meaning of Christmas.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Frasier Crane, wishing you a truly blessed and forgiving holiday. There,
Wow.
now you see, nice try. Miss Kane's delightful.
Very
performance aside,
nice.
This just proves that the power of my message cannot be
Is that
Stockings
Miss
and
Kane?
everything.
For God's
That's Miss
sake,
Kane.
What am I, a robot?
Oh wow.
He went
that
for it.
probably cost extra.
Oh, good night.
It's okay. It's okay. The station's paying for it. If the station's competent, you gotta enjoy it.
Oh. Hi, Dad.
That is a lot.
Yeah, that's way too much.
I'm gonna put this wreath up here.
What's the matter with Rudolph?
Well, Dad, I just think that Christmas decorations should be.
Okay, so you remember how much energy light bulbs used to take back in the day, right?
Mhm.
Dad, I'm sorry, but if I gave you one thing, God
And how
knows
dim
what it
they
might be.
were.
Yep.
How many batteries
Yeah.
do you
that's
think
a-
goes
that's
in
a-
that?
That's a fuck ton.
That's like a good 4 Ds. I'm imagining.
Yeah. Martin needs a hobby. He had way too much time today.
Well, now, Mom isn't here to say, "Shut up, you'll hurt his feelings."
No, apparently he's done this since he every year.
Oh wow.
Step on the mat. They can say, ho, 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 Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
Well, I hope it can save your
Oh
mom.
wow.
Throw him off the balcony.
He's gonna be yeeted.
It's not
Yep.
for you, it's for Frederick.
God, I suppose you're right, Dad.
What?
I used to love this stuff when I was 6.
That's a lot of
Time I
wallpaper.
was 7, I started to have questions. When I was 8, I started spending a lot more time at the Bernsteins.
I gave up on Christianity.
I'm off to Joe's parents' house.
So you've been busy.
I
in the
don't know.
kitchen.
That's I
bringing
like
Grammy Moon's
I
famous
do enjoy
blow
holiday decorations. I
It's
don't
a
enjoy
still flower
decorating,
pudding
hence
boiled
my
Yeah,
lack
yeah.
of decorating.
Yeah, you go to one of those places where they put them up, and you go, "Oh wow, look at all this."
This is great. I like it. This is a lot of nice work. I really enjoy it.
Mhm.
Why don't you at your own house? That costs like money and time.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? Are you insane?
The new dessert was ready. You know, to
It's
this
the
day,
perfectionist
smell
in me.
of
I don't
burning
want to.
hair
I don't
puts me
want
in
to
the
do it
holiday
incorrectly.
spirit. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm putting those fancy switches in my house.
Storeroom. There's still something missing. Must be kidding, Dad. My God, this place couldn't look any more ludicrous.
Nice.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he's making it happen.
White hairs on his chin look like a beard. The rest of the idea just fell into place.
It's like this all makes sense.
It all just came together.
Niles, hello, Frasier. I know. Shut up, it'll hurt his feelings. So, Niles, did you have a discussion with Marisol?
No, but I had an epiphany.
No.
I realized cutting off my funds is Maris's way of saying I love you.
Really?
Okay,
She
how?
always uses money to get what she wants. Ergo, this is proof she wants me back.
Oh.
do you think?
She's reeling me in like a fish.
I think Santa said it all for us.
Look at how well trained he is.
Dad, you have to get out more.
Not that I don't disagree. This is
You've started doing old lady things. Oh, of course it is.
You started doing old lady
Never mind.
things.
I don't want to impose, but may I ride with you to the airport to pick up Frederick?
Oh, of course you may, Niles. Just have to wrap up his presents first.
Look at that. Of course they
What'd
have
you get for us?
proper English
Well,
grammar.
actually, Dad, I ordered from the toy catalog from the special section called Gifts for the Gifted. I got him the junior
really.
set.
I
and
would have.
the
I
Georgios
probably would have just wrapped up that box it came in.
living brain. You get to paint each lobe a different color, and then you stuff it inside the living. stuff.
No, the more
Hey, you know
if
what
it's a
kids really
box,
like?
if it's
The
multiple boxes in a
advertising
big
like
box,
Frasier
though,
on
what you
TV.
do is you take
Great.
all the small
The
boxes and wrap
outlaw laser
those.
robo geek. Its head lights up and it shoots death rays out of its eyes.
Did you ever have one of
there
those
we go.
cool robots that shot things when you were a child?
No,
I
did
did.
not.
It was cool.
Look,
You'd all
darling, I know
you
what
could
Frederick likes.
he would go around. He'd
Promotion
shoot
needs to be
missiles,
challenged.
and you could have he would shoot different level different amounts of them based on what command you give him, and you could set him alarms to where he would motion sense if something was near, and then go off and yell and shoot.
I don't think I ever had any of the robot toys.
God, do you realize what this means?
I had those. I also had some Kinects, which I never used them for the kits. I was like making weird spaceships and stuff with them.
You ever wonder what happened to Kinects? They were big when we were kids, and to my knowledge, they just fell off the face of the earth.
Are they still? I thought they're still made, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Let me go on Amazon. Kinect. Not kinetic sand. Is it just Kinects?
3,000 miles away. My son is doing an hour.
Kinects building sets. There we go. Yeah, they're still around.
Don't look at me.
Kinects. I can get a whole amusement park 3-in-1 building set for $50.
I do. I'm getting the same offer.
Oh, they still make the cool marble tower. I'm.
How
about the woman near the cosmetics counter who tried to mace me?
Every now and then I have to. I had to stop and stop myself from going into turning my house into like the children's museum.
Find something ourselves.
I have literally like designed in my head. This is how I could have my train set go into the entire house on a rail on the ceiling. I go, nope.
Yeah,
Stop.
there you go. There you go. Can only imagine the face of your roommates as you're putting that thing together. Hey guys, don't worry. This is just a train for the house.
It'll go round and round, guys. Come on.
I'm looking for fast and educational. All right.
Oh, that's tons of fun.
Let's see if it protects your head.
Oh wow. Frasier can slap.
Sibling violence.
Look at this.
Dude,
Oh, God.
did you ever get to go to FEO Schwartz when it was still in the downtown mall?
I don't believe so.
Oh, it was so cool. It had a song like "Welcome to our world, welcome to our world, welcome to our world," and it had a clock, and it was it had so much moving parts in that store that was cool. It was so neat.
With any luck, the kind of dork who'll be operating on your prostate someday.
But I could build a marble tower that could have like. I could do the thing from Robots,
Oh Lord, it's covered with dust.
but with marble towers.
Could there be a clearer metaphor? Oh, Roger. There's nothing in it.
Can I have it?
Well, it's an empty
Do
box.
kids still play with
I
kids'
put my
toys like
son's
this?
Robo-Geek in it. You know how scared he'll be.
Or is it
when he
all
thinks
video
he does
games
if
these
he gets
days?
nerdy?
Don't know.
Oh, God, this is
What do the
Never
children
find
do?
anything for Frederick. Oh, Frasier.
Just give him a check.
I was in the
Check for child.
like 1 through 3 area where they're a little too young for, but they did sell little toy remotes. So that's so you can train them while they're young to know how to use a TV remote.
I mean, like, do they even have toy stores really anymore? Because I know Toys R Us basically went bankrupt. FEO Schwartz went bankrupt way long ago.
Dedicated toy stores? I don't believe so.
Look, this is perfect. Look, it's a chemistry.
Tis
lab and a
sad.
picture puzzle, and you know, my son comes in half an hour, and I've absolutely.
They have
nothing
a
for him.
battle
22
bow
minutes if he picks up a
for
good tailwind.
Kinects.
You really need
What
this
kind of
fast,
marble
don't you?
stuff
You
do
have
they
no
got?
idea. It
I
would
might
save my
get
life.
lost in the sauce here.
I'll tell you what.
Let's get off this
Seeing as
page.
how it's Christmas.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
Yeah,
$1,000
pay me.
bucks.
Wow.
He's shooting for the moon.
$1,000 bucks.
Hey, take it or leave it.
Well, I mean, there's just no more than $100 worth of things here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our descent into the Seattle airport.
Now it's not
I'm
helping.
just trying to do you a favor here.
Well, it's some
Yeah.
favor.
I'm helping you out.
Seat backs
Yeah.
are in their full upright and locked position. Shut up!
Hey, I have it's all supply and demand economics, Frasier.
Niles
I
is a
have the supply.
Here's $300. Would you accept a personal check for the rest?
Hey,
Niles is a shit
Oh,
negotiation buddy.
Thank you, Niles. Give the man a check.
But Frasier's smart. You see that?
Yeah.
Marriage cancel.
And he-
Yeah, Frasier.
Andy booked it too.
Right after he brushes his teeth. So how'd you do? Well, I didn't get exactly what I'd ordered, but I think I did all right. We got him a microscope and A chemistry set.
They got the store to wrap the
5,000
presents.
piece puzzle of the Great
The
Wall
store
of
still.
China.
Oh my god, I feel old every time I ask questions like that.
With the boxes.
Do they still do these
Here you
things?
go. This is the last box from the storeroom. Right. Now,
Oh, what is in there?
is this what you were looking for?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Santa's legs for the chimney. You remember these babies?
Oh, yes. Inspired some spectacular Christmas nightmares here. I found them under your bed.
Oh no.
Frasier, isn't this the smoking
I
jacket?
mean, that's a
you gave
great
Dad a
prop
few
to
years
buy
back?
because you can use it for Halloween and Christmas.
Well, how'd that get in there?
Oh no. Martin's not using the gifts.
I really want a
Used the
smoking
last 6
jacket.
years.
I've always
Come
wanted a
on
smoking
now,
jacket.
Close the box up. will you?
Oh, Dad, look at this. My God, they're still in the original boxes.
My grandparents had one of those little magnetic ice rink things.
Look, this isn't the kind of conversation we should be
That's
having on Christmas
cool.
Eve.
No, Dad? Well, what is it you want to say?
Well,
Frasier, you're bad at gifts.
You're always giving people things that you think they should like instead of things that they really like. I mean, come on. In your entire life, have you ever seen me wear anything like that?
Oh, no.
Do I even smoke, Frasier?
Change.
Well, it's like when you were a kid, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you to love baseball. I wanted to get you a bat, glove, everything for Christmas, but you had
And
to
I
place it
failed.
on a microscope, so that's what I got.
I failed, Frasier.
And when Dad
Yeah.
took us to a game, you spent the whole time looking for rodent hairs in your hot dog.
But why would you want to look for that?
Yeah, you're better off not knowing.
Exactly. Ignorance is bliss.
I'm just saying, Christmas isn't the time.
Unfortunately for me,
time
I don't
to
have
learn
it. I can't
something.
feign
What you're
ignorance,
trying
so
to do
it's
is
more of a
follow.
just a.
I know
Oh,
what's
I'll just
good,
accept
my
it.
own son.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, that's my boy. Come on.
If a certain amount of rodent pieces in your candy is good enough for the FDA, it's good enough for me.
I don't want to come.
Okay.
Well, considering all the
Just
work
what
I
Dad
do,
bring me
and
this year, Dad?
I'll bet you don't.
Yes, I do too. It's an outlaw.
I'm not
It's a
under any
robo
illusions
league.
about how bad my food is. It's nowhere near, Upton Sinclair's
What
The
makes you think
Jungle
that?
levels.
Because I
But,
asked Santa for my letter.
Yeah, they at least solved the people problem.
Yeah, at least we're not eating each other.
Here's some.
But oh my,
Frederick, where are you going?
the amount of
I'm gonna make
regulations they have in
myself
place to
delicious
stop
right away,
restaurants from,
so the next thing
poisoning
I know, it'll
people,
be morning.
and the amount of
Daddy.
restaurants
and
that
tuck you in a minute.
don't pay
Night,
attention to
Grandpa.
those
Night,
regulations,
Miles.
and we just get to
Good night,
skate
Frederick.
by because,
I'm gonna
in
go home
general,
and
as
go
long
to
as you're
bed, too.
healthy, that you won't be adversely
I hope
affected
Iris
by,
comes out of the coma.
poisoning.
hmm
You might just, get food poisoning or get like slightly sick and just, brush it off.
He asked where she
So
was.
I just had to go, well, I'm healthy. I probably won't die.
I'll see you in the morning. Merry Christmas.
See you tomorrow.
Where's Niles staying?
Oh, this is turning out to be quite a
Bachelor pad.
Christmas.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
Eventually, we do
Again.
get to see where
Gotta bring
Niles
your own
is
gifts.
forced to stay at one point,
What is
and
it
then the
about
really nice place he gets after that.
Well, here, you may as well open your gift now. A reason for everybody to be disappointed tomorrow.
Hey, I'm sure I'm gonna love it.
It's a really cool bow.
Hey, a robe. Great. I love it.
Oh, no, you don't. It's not a
It's an
robe. It's a dressing gown.
Oh, what's the
No,
difference?
Howard would love it, but it's not you.
Hey, I love Noel Cow.
It's silk.
Dad, you're overcompensating.
You want your robe to be cotton because you're gonna still be wet from a shower. You don't want your robe to be
Yeah.
silk because silk does not really feel good on wet skin.
Yeah, I guess it was easier when I was small.
Same reason why I hate nylon robes.
Kids
Even though
always know what they
they're
want.
awful.
Yeah, it's rough for adults.
100% Egyptian cotton. That's what I want my robes to be out of.
Oh, Dad.
Merry Christmas, son.
How'd you know it was just what I wanted? My very
What
own
is it?
Laser Robo Geek.
You got him the present so
Yes.
that he could give his
Yes.
son the present.
Yeah.
It's a regular a regular magi.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scram.
Poor Eddie has to wear that for the rest of the month, apparently.
And maybe I
Because
can be a
it's
bit
Christmas.
confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged.
He does not.
Eddie will not go out looking like that. He's like, no, not dressed like this.
They're calling again.
He's like, I'll suffer this indignity indoors, but not where other people can see me.
I will not go to the. I will not let my friends see me like this.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I never got, the old trope of like getting like awful clothes that you had to wear to make your whoever gave you the awful clothes feel okay.
Yeah, no, I never. If I got like clothes and stuff, it's like socks and underwear.
Yeah, like I never got like clothes. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Like it was because the only problem with getting clothes as a present when I was a child. Now it's like actually I could use this. I forgot. I have not bought. I have not bought these recently.
Yeah.
And now that you brought it to my attention, I probably should have, but now I don't have to. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you again next year for this exact same gift.
But when you're a child, you're like, oh, I want toys. I want this, and you get clothes.
Yeah.
Well, you need them. It's like I could not wear clothes. I want more toys.
Just be naked all the time.
You're the one. Parents, you're the one. You and society are holding me back. All I want are toys.
Yeah, I could have been a great thinker, a great naked thinker, but I'm stuck in these clothes.
Oh, hey, we have a chatter. Hello. But yeah, that's it. Do you have anything else to add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
I do not, beyond the fact that tomorrow will be at some point.
Thank you.
Depending on when I roll back into town.
Yeah, you have definitely enlightened us with timing of when Stargate Saturday will start. So that's very helpful. It will happen at some point.
I don't want to hear it. Like, well, it's Sailor Moon was like 10 o'clock last. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because someone had to move their schedules around, and I always have games on Sunday.
It's
every
fixed
other Sunday
now. I will only work every other Saturday.
I don't know what that means.
Well, first of all, it means I have every Sunday off, so we can start there.
Yeah, there we go. You're starting. You're doing it. You're doing it. Finally getting your week back.
Now that I am assured of the competence and that everything is at just an easier to operate level now that it's been cleaned up, I can start pulling back from weekend shifts.
That's good.
Don't have to micromanage.
I may start picking up weekends.
It's fine. It's fine.
No. Anyway, yeah. So that's it for you join us tomorrow for Stargate at some point in the day, and of course,
it'll happen.
Sailor Moon Sunday on Sunday.
Yeah, we reached the halfway point and a canon episode.
Oh, we finally get it back to canonicity.
I got to double check, but I'm pretty sure I'm like 99% certain we have. This is the week where we hit
2 or just one.
Just
2?
one.
Oh, okay.
It's we get another Minako episode where we get to see if she's still just like dumb as fuck.
Probably.
And then we get a canon episode.
And the plot will slowly start moving forward. Maybe we'll learn who this mysterious monster maker is.
Yeah, maybe somebody will finally find a damn talisman.
And we'll find out if that does anything or not.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
We know that what they need 4 talismans to end the Holy Grail War.
It's 3 talismans to find the Holy Grail. What is the Holy Grail? What purpose does it serve? Don't know. Can't help you.
It gives you your wish, which of course the Sailor Guardians are going to use it to find the root.
Yeah, I don't think. I think the Grail actually actively interferes when people are cooperating with each other. So I don't think more than one person can get a wish.
Oh, in what context are we talking about now?
Because that's apocrypha, where one group says, "Oh, we're just gonna team up like a team," and the girl goes bet and makes a second team for them to fight.
Well, yeah, that's that. But they could still cooperate with each other.
Yeah.
Well, except for the people, Team Black, where it was all a ruse.
The Holy Grail does not like active colluding.
Well, I mean, that's kind of why it initiated the system anyway, because it was the 3 families that started it, and it went, yeah, nope, we're gonna make this difficult, and add 4 more people to have a fun time in this whole little war.
Yeah, well, yeah. 'Cause,
Well, except for the people, Team Black, where it was all a ruse. Well, I mean, that's kind of why it initiated the system anyway, because it was the 3 families that started it, and it went, yeah, nope, we're gonna make this difficult and add 4 more people to have a fun time in this whole little war. So
I think they also they straight up needed more participants, regardless.
Oh, for
just
more
the
mana?
3. Yeah.
well, to be fair, the Ironsburns are like, not really people.
So like the only rule was that like us 3 have to get in because this is our damn thing and we're trying to make it work, and then 4 randoms.
The randos. All right, but yeah, join us tomorrow for Stargate Saturday. See you all then.
Ta-ta for now.